Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 3 seed in this playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. First down here for this offense. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets some space around the 30. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? Inside the 20. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines.
But all the film work that they've done to get ready for this game, here we are in the opening drive. They see exactly what they thought they might see based on their film work. It pays off, and this back had a ton of space to show you what kind of speed he has.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense here. It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Gives it to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Volunteers. Just ran away from the defense.
You know, we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
Extra point makes it a 6-point game, 13-7. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Takes the handoff and he'll head left. The defense all over. They stop it right at the line.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run phase. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Getting set. Here's second down. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Looking downfield. It's Leon. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Finding some room at the 25. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down.
Well, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Greasy had, 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Grbac and all the great receivers. So this is within their history. It's good that they're leading on it.
Offense getting set. It's second down. It's an option look. He'll pitch it. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackled, but not before picking up big yards and a first down. Defense couldn't stop the option that time. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down. Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone. The Wolverines lining up here on 1st and 10. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And the Wolverines looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. The big fullback's got it here. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. What have they got cooked up for this 2-point conversion attempt? Quarterback's got it on the option. Solid tackle, able to get him down.
Well, he's such a threat with those legs, and the defense is aware of that. This time, eyes on a swivel. Good job of being aware of that quarterback threat. They kept him out of the goal line and prevent the 2-point conversion.
Returner looking to make a play here. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. He's looking deep here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. See what the call is on 1st and 10.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Caught over the middle. It's Harris. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Off the play fake on 1st down. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
That sack makes it 2nd down and forever. Quick throw to the left. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. He didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and defense comes down with it.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
Of course they're going to pick up the 1st down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hoare. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. Stopped at the 43, but that's enough to make a 1st down.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
On 1st down, why not keep it on the ground?
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. The Wolverines looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Stopped at the 43. This offense picks up another 1st down.
Boy, Chris, to me, the defense looks like they're dropping back in zone coverage, worried about a pass play here on 3rd down. Instead, the offense elects to run the ball, catches them off guard, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
He'll toss it to the back. Crosses the 30. He'll head out of bounds after another big game. They have chewed up this defense with the ground game today. And the Wolverines will have 1st and 10 here. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Looking to pass, it's Leon. Receiver makes the grab. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up fourth down. The Wolverines will look to convert here on fourth down. Here we go on fourth down. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding.
Check this out. It's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Oh, the sack is made there by the freshman. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offensive coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid game there.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed. They also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
He's got it, looking for the end zone. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now.
This receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
Ball carrier tackled there. Offense facing second and goal. From the shotgun, drops back. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Bounce.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
And he knocks through the PAT. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? A pop pass on the jet sweep. Running past the 35. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. first down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Back to throw. It's Leon. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Breaking free at midfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. They'll run the option. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. Let's talk strategy here.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Pitch play to the back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So on second down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. And that one's straight down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense setting in for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Not a long kick, fielded inside the 25. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick this away to begin the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. He shreds the tackle. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Crosses the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play.
Now, I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, you just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? Penalty sets him back, makes it first and long. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Good enough for first down yardage.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? Touchdown, Tennessee. And the comeback is on. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
PHC is good as still trail, though. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. It's a nice gain. We'll move the football up to the 27.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Important 3rd down play coming up. Can he get there on the ground? Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
But they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
And now a carry here for the fullback. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Looking downfield, it's Leon. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they bring him down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the 1st down.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. And the Wolverines will line up to kick it away. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Using his legs here. Gets into space at the 50. An explosive play, big gain across midfield to the 42.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. Running back grabs it on a screen. Finds room at the 30. And they're finally able to stop him. A great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there. The shotgun running play call. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. That's a design quarterback keeper. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Pulls it in. It's Harris. Touchdown, Volunteers. This offense cannot be stopped.
Oh, what a play. Man, this defense, they better watch out for this tight end today. It's proven right there how easily he can slip behind and get lost in coverage. And if that happens, this quarterback's going to find him and make you pay.
Extra point is up and good, and we're now tied here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Returner is brought down. Makes a start with the next drive. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And here's the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Motion by the back, defense better adjust. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Handoff from the shotgun. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain. Third down play coming up. Try a field goal from here. It'll be 55 yards. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning as we head into the dramatic finish of this game. Third down play coming up. Try a field goal from here. It'll be 55 yards. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And he makes it, wow, from 55 yards out.
Well, there's nothing more impressive to me than a kicker that can come through in the clutch. Gives them the lead here in the 4th quarter, but there's still time left for a final drive, so their defense will have to step up.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. Catch made on the right side. They stop him at the 22. That's important breathing room on this drive.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. And that's a great example that he's up to it.
Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. That's the spin move. And the broken tackle there produces a solid game.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards. But anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid game, getting closer to midfield.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Fires it on the move. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. He steps out of bounds. A heads-up play to stop the clock.
Hey, you're trailing late in the game like this. You're looking to get the ball thrown to the outside on the perimeter, make a nice catch, pick up positive yards, and then get out of bounds. If that defense is going to give it to you, take it every time.
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. He drops back in the gun. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a 1st down.
And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. The ball's for 1st and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Heads out of bounds after running for the 1st down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense.
Well, the defense had an opportunity here to really kind of seal this game, and instead they allow the quarterback scramble to pick up some big yards and get a 1st down and get out of bounds.
And the Volunteers looking to cash in the red zone. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And the offense takes timeout to stop the clock with just 11 seconds remaining. drive continues. The offense just grinding away here. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And it's picked off in the end zone. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. They get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.